Hello friends, here with the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm playing Shadows of Brimstone. And the posse made it from the mines to the Targa plateau. The gunslinger is actually still in the mines right in front of the gate here, but the other two are already on the plateau, and they encountered these 7 tentacles. And they are actually pretty dangerous because these are void creatures. And they have because of this power of the void card, they have a combat +1. I screwed up this test here, so the marker is at 7 now. And it's now the gunslinger to activate. Okay, let's see. Wow, that's awesome. This is exactly what I needed. That's perfect because this allows me now to run to this group, and maybe we can together now use some dynamite and try to kill a few tentacles. I was afraid that he couldn't make it around the corner so that he would not be in line of sight. But he did it. So he enters now here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he actually can now move here. That's definitely awesome. And yes, that should be fine. Now what I want to do is yes, I wanted to change now these two minis are next to each other, the saloon girl and the gunslinger. So the saloon girl will give now the orb of Rokal to the gunslinger. Okay, here we go. I think he will only use one of his pistols, because then he doesn't have the penalty with the dual wielding. And he already has 1 corruption, so he will do +1 damage right now, which is a good thing. And then he's going to throw some dynamite, I guess. So he's got a strength of 2, which means he can throw the dynamites, I think, 5 spaces. It's strength +3. So you can throw it 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm wondering where to place it now. I mean, it could make sense to throw it right in here, but there's also the bandito. Maybe I will throw one here and the other one then here. I think I'm going to do this. So the gunslinger is actually going to throw the dynamite here onto that space. We need a... What? Where's the token? Here we go. So he throws it here. And we want to roll a 3 to be successful here. Yeah, we made it. So it landed right there. And then let's see how much damage we can do. So we do a damage +1. Yeah, the orb of Rokal. The tentacles have a defense of 2 and they have a health of 4. So let's start here. Let's start with this thing. It doesn't count. Okay, that looks good. It's not quite enough, I think. A damage +1, that gives me 5 minus 2. So we'll only lose 3. Okay. That thing takes 3 wounds. Now let's take that one. So we need a 5 to kill. And yes, that's pretty awesome. That. Oh, wait a second. I remember now. With the dynamite, I can ignore the defense. So that means this is killed. Okay, that's of course important. Well, then it's maybe a little risky to use the orb, but now it's too late actually. Oh, I don't know if that was a good idea then. That can give me a lot of corruption points then. Anyway, I'm gonna use it. Okay, so let's see. I got a sanity, a willpower value +4. And by the way, this one is also killed then. So we have now 2 of these willpower tests to do, because if we kill a monster, we have to do we take a corruption hit. Okay, one of them is fine. And we take an additional corruption, so that means that we do now +2 damage. That's pretty powerful, I guess. So now it's this one here. Okay, that one is also killed. Oh man. And the last, and we do another one of these corruption hits. Oh gosh. So we have now 3 corruption and do +3 damage, which is pretty ridiculous. And now it's this one here. Okay, that one is also killed. So now we have a problem, because if we don't pass this willpower check for the corruption, we'll take our 4th corruption point, and I think then we will gain a mutation. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so it's actually, I've learned now that we can have up to 4 corruption points without any bad thing happening. And only if we now would take another corruption, then we would be in trouble. So that now raises the question if we want to keep the orb. I mean, it's extremely powerful. We have now a damage +4, which is simply ridiculous. But maybe it's a better idea to keep the orb, but use the pistol, and then take the orb if we have a real tough enemy. Okay. Okay, so that was the gunslinger's action, and he gains, I shouldn't forget that, he gains 120 experience points. And it's now the saloon girl, and she will actually give the hunting knife, and that was a proposal of, or a suggestion of a viewer, which is pretty clever, I guess. She gives the hunting knife to the bandito, and she will use the hunting knife and the axe from now on. So let's see where she can go. That's a 1, so that sucks, but she can, so she will gain a grid at least. Okay, that's not enough to attack, which is a problem. What she can do is she can at least use the pistol now. Okay, let's... Oh shit, that was pretty bad. I'm thinking of re-rolling this. Yeah, I think I want to re-roll that. That's pretty important. I want to have that attack with her. So let's roll another time, and that's a 2, which is still pretty bad, but at least she's fast, so that allows her now to move here. And she's going to do that, and that allows her to attack this guy here. So she's got a combat value of 3 now. Let's hope for the best. With the axe, she can do a +2 damage. Well, that sucked. Fuck. Okay, but she can re-roll this. Yeah, she can reroll with the spectacles. She can reroll that missed to hit roll. Well, that's at least one hit. Okay, let's see how much damage she can do with that. Oh, that's cool. That's enough to kill this guy, because even with a defense of 2, because of the axe, she can kill this one. So overall we were successful here. And these are then 30 points. And then she's going to use the holdout pistol and attack this one. Well, that's a hit. So let's see how much damage we do. Yes! Fabulous! Whoa, we were really lucky here. A second hit, absolutely amazing. The Saloon Girl is again just wonderful. Okay, and then it's finally the Bandito. And let's see what he rolls. That's a 5. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not close enough to do a melee attack though, but still it's a... Okay, yeah, well... Whatever, he's gonna try it anyway. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the Bandito moves here. And this time we're not gonna waste more dynamite. I think we can kill this single one. He uses his outlaw pistol and the standard pistol. Now it's interesting to see that the outlaw pistol cannot do any critical hits here because it just works against adjacent targets. So we have to roll a black one for the outlaw pistol with, well, these are actually 3 shots, and 2 white one for the standard pistol. So let's see how we're doing here. Well, that's... Well, actually it wasn't so bad. We had a critical hit here, so that was pretty good. The standard pistol did a critical hit. So let's see how much damage we can do. We need a 4 to kill that sucker. Yes! Fabulous! We did it! So that was a damn successful turn, I would say. What a wonderful fight. And yeah, I forgot, he's got these damn bullets, these, what are they called? Yeah, the Darkstone bullets. And so that's +1, the Darkstone ammo, that's +1 damage anyway, so that would have done 5 damage. I must remember that, that's pretty important for me. Maybe I can write it down somewhere. So yeah, that's a very, very good, fantastic turn, no doubt. 30 experience points for the Bandito here. Okay, and now we can all draw 1 loot. So the first one is for the Gunslinger. And that's a sack of gold dust, which is not so bad. And actually we can also catch a breath, so let's see. Well, these are 2 wounds the Gunslinger can heal. And the Saloon Girl, she can also heal. She can heal her sanity, very good. She can heal 3 sanity, which is just amazing. She's now... She only has 2 sanity loss. And yeah, that's basically it. Wait, can we recover a grit? I'm not sure about that. Yeah, we could actually also recover 1 grit, so that means that the Bandito, he will simply gain another grit. Very good. And then we got another loot card for the Saloon Girl. And this is Darkstone Rock. Let's see how much Darkstone we find here. Whoa! Yep! Fabulous! 3 Darkstone. That was just great. So she now has already 4 Darkstone. And finally, yes, fabulous. This should come in handy. That means draw an artifact card if in another world. Absolutely wonderful. So that was a great fight. Let's draw an artifact. We are here, the Targa Plateau artifacts. Let's see what we find. What is that? Authority of Votar. While in any other world you are keyword lore and all of your attacks are +1 damage. Okay, that's an interesting one. That's pretty good. The question is, who's going to take that? Not sure. I wonder if I should give it. For some reason I got a feeling that it doesn't make too much sense to leave it with the Bandido. But I'm not sure why, actually. I mean, she already does a lot of damage, but then she would be really amazing. He can do +2 damage. Maybe the Bandido actually should simply keep it. I mean, why not? Yes, I think he will keep it for now. It's kind of fun. The Outlaw is a lawman in the other world. And it doesn't cost anything to carry this. It's just an icon, just some kind of badge or whatever. So that's cool. Very good. And we all will gain 20 experience points. And $100 for the gunslinger. Okay, so let's start the next turn. Again, we have this hold back the darkness roll. And this time we were successful, which is good. And then it's the gunslinger. And I guess we want to explore the next tile here. So that is a 2, which is not good enough. Yeah, so I simply will move, simply will move here, actually. And I'm then gonna scavenge this tile. No, that wasn't good enough. It was a good roll, but no 6. Okay, and the Saloon Girl now. That is a 1. Okay, that's a grit, which is good. And then she moves 2 spaces here. And she will then also scavenge that tile. Whoa, that was a great roll. 2 scavenge cards for her. Pretty amazing. 1 and number 2. So, here we go. That's not good. So that was a small find. You find a small scattering of coins stained with blood. Oops. And here we got the emerging darkness, and that's definitely not a good one. Sometimes when you look too deeply into the shadows start looking back. Draw a darkness card. That's a cave-in. That's weird. We are here on the Targa Plateau, but okay. With a thunderous crack, the ceiling begins to fall in. Each hero must pass an agility 6 test or take d6 hits from falling debris. That's not great, but I assume there could be worse cards. So first, the Saloon Girl will gain 20 hit points, 20 experience points, and $50. Okay, so let's see. The Gunslinger needs to do the agility test, and he's got a 3. Oh, he made it. Pretty awesome. Will he gain experience points for that? No, actually not. But okay. Well, that was good. The Saloon Girl has a 4. Yeah, easy. Yeah, and this guy has a problem. He's got only a 2. I didn't make it. And now I'm thinking about using a grid. I think I will do that. I'm going to re-roll this test. Ah, shit. So I didn't make it. Okay, let's see how much hits we take. 5! What the heck? It's 5 hits. Okay, great. So we got to do a defense roll now. We got a 4 defense value. Ugh. So I'm gonna do another grid. I'm gonna spend another grid and re-roll these 4 dice. Okay, that was okay. So overall we take 2 damage. I can live with that. Okay, that was fine. And then it's the Bandito, and he might now finally get the chance to explore this next map tile. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So then he's going to draw a map up. The map deck is over here. Let's see what we got. A frozen path. Okay, let's see if I can find that. Okay, so it's this one here. And we're going to place it like this. Oops. Okay. So here we are. And we draw a exploration marker. And here we go. And that's basically the end of the turn, I would say. So, or the end of the activation phase. So we simply can now reveal this exploration marker. These are 2 encounters and there is 1 exit. So we still need to find 2 clue tokens on the Targa Plateau. So let's see where is this exit. Okay, the exit is over here, so we will close this one down here. Okay, so we're going to close this here. And then we're going to draw 2 encounters. And we got the special encounters here for the Targa Plateau. Let's see what we find. Okay, so that is cracked ice. Oh, I forgot something. Wait a second. I wrote a 1 here. Oh, damn. Ah, shit. Yeah, I made that wrong here. I forgot this frigid snow thing. Heroes recover grid on the move roll of 1 or 2. Damn it. I think actually the Saloon Girl, she rolled a 1. Not absolutely sure, but I think so. So that means she will take a wound. I think she rolled a 1 for movement last time. So I'm going to give her a wound. She has no defense roll here. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We got this avalanche. Okay. I think it doesn't make a lot of sense here. So let's see, we start with the cracked ice. As you step onto the icy ground here, it cracks and groans under your weight. The ground here is unstable. Anytime you enter a space on this map tile, you must either spend an extra 2 spaces of move or roll a d6. That's pretty crazy. Oh my goodness. On the roll of 1 or 2, your movement ends as the ground beneath you crumbles. Take d6 wounds with no defense as you fall through to the frigid water and shards of ice below before pulling yourself back up. This has no effect on enemy movement. So that is a problem, because it will take us a long time to cross this area here. I could use my silver dice now and cancel that card instead. Because we don't have that much time left. Actually, we gotta move this 1 space ahead. So there is not that much time left now, and I think it might be a good idea to cancel that card, but I'm not sure. Let's see what we got here. Avalanche. With a crack, the ice above collapses, sending a mountain of snow thundering down at you. So all heroes get to do an agility 5 test. If failed, take 2 d6 hits and roll a d6. On the roll of 1 or 2, you must also discard an item, token from your side bag, or 1 darkstone shard. That's pretty tough too. But I think that's still better than the cracked ice. This will really slow me down. So I'm actually thinking about cancelling this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. So I need 18 spaces. 18 eyes on the die to cross this area. That's ridiculous. No, I can't do that. I mean, I could also risk rolling a 1 or 2, of course, but no, I won't do that. I think I'm going to cancel this card and use my silver dice. Once per adventure, discard and redraw any single card just drawn. Okay, so this goes away, and I can redraw this, and I really hope for a better one now. Okay, let's see what that is. Moving shadows. The deep blue shadows here seem to move independently of the light. You think your eyes are deceiving you until... And then you got to do a Spirit 5 test, which might give us some horror hits and stuff. Okay, I think we can start with the agility test. It doesn't really matter. So all heroes have to do this agility test here. The gunslinger will start, and he needs a 5. And you got 3 dice. Yeah, okay, that was amazing. And now it's the saloon girl. Oh, sadly that... Okay, I gotta re-roll this. Yeah, it's still good enough. And the problem is, again, the bandito. He's not very good in these things. But he did it anyway. So awesome. No problem here. We all could escape the avalanche. And then we got this moving shadows. Spirit 5, a random hero. Okay, so let's see which one it is. Well, that's the saloon girl. Well, she's not bad. She's got 3 dice, and she also could use a grid. So let's see. Yeah, she made it. Very, very good. If successful, gain 20 experience points, and the shadows recede, revealing something of value. Draw a loot card. Very, very good. Okay, let's see what we found. Whoa, awesome. This should come in handy. 20 experience points and an artifact. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Let's see what we got here. Void crystals. Discard except during a fight to replace one unexplored door on your map tile with a gate instead. Well, that sucks. That doesn't help at all in this case. It might maybe for future adventures. Maybe then if you're looking for a gate, it could be useful. You can simply discard it and there it is. That's pretty cool. But for this adventure it doesn't help at all. But hey, yeah, maybe for future adventures it could be pretty cool actually. And we still can sell that. Okay. So, and we gain 20 experience points. Okay, so that's the end of that turn. And I'm going to move on now. That is a 7. That's not good enough. So this thing moves on. And we have to draw another darkness card. Whispering voices. We knows you are here. Come join us. Each hero takes D6 horror hits. Also, one random hero must pass a Spirit 4 test or immediately roll once on the madness table. Yeah, great. Okay, let's see. That's pretty bad. So let's do the horror hits first. The Gunslinger. I think I'm gonna... Oops. Damn it. I think I'm gonna place this thing more here. Okay. Well, actually, I forgot that the Saloon Girl could heal the Gunslinger, and I'm gonna do this now. The end of the turn, so that gives her 10 experience points. But now let's do this. Let's see how many horror hits the Gunslinger takes. 5. Oh man. Okay. But he has a willpower of 4. Okay, so he takes 2 hits. And then it's the Saloon Girl. She takes 1. That's cool. She has a willpower of 4 too. Okay, she takes 1 hit. That could have been worse. And finally the Bandito. Ooh, man! How bad is that? Oh gosh, and he only has a sanity of 8. Ugh. And a willpower of 5. My goodness. And that doesn't count, sadly. Maybe that's good. Yeah. Because I lost a die, so let's see again. Okay, great. So I take 5 sanity damage. Holy moly. That's pretty bad. Okay, I got some whiskey with me. Maybe it's now time to take a little nip here. Okay, so and then we're not done yet. We got to do this other spirit test here. So let's see which hero has to do that. Oh no, not this guy again. And he has no more grit. Fantastic. My goodness. Okay, he can do that. He's got a spirit of 3. He's not that bad. Yeah, okay, this time he made it. Very good. Well, okay. That wasn't good. Okay, so now it's the gunslinger, and he will move. Okay, oh no, before, well yeah, exactly, because we wrote this one, that's why the darkness card came into play. So now the gunslinger wants to move on here, and that's 1, 2, 3 spaces. And then he's going to try to scavenge this room. No. Okay, the saloon girl. Oh, god damn it. 1 wound for the saloon girl. Well, actually, she could reroll that. She already has 2 grit. I think she wants to reroll that. It's not a... Yeah, she rerolls this, and let's see what we get. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's a wound for the saloon girl. And then... it's actually interesting. Will that give her grit? I think it will. So she gains a grit, I guess, for that. But she has to accept that. I think she will gain a grit for this. And then she can actually, well, move 1 space and another one because she's fast. Okay, and then it's the bandito. Oh yeah, that was close, but it's a 3. So he now moves 3 spaces right there. Fine. Yeah. And the bandito will actually discard a whiskey token. And now he can roll a die and can restore d6 sanity. That wasn't that great. Okay. Well. Okay. So, then we start the next turn. Well, actually, I forgot to scavenge with both of them, but the bandito will now do it officially. And he didn't make it. So again, it's the gunslinger now. Oh, damn it. Another 1. So that gives him a wound and a grit. But okay, he's simply gonna move here, and that's it then. And then he's gonna scavenge. Doesn't count. Oh gosh. And the saloon girl again. Actually, I think now... Well, first of all, that means she would gain a grit, but she already has to. And she can then move here. But I think I forgot this check here on the depth track. So I'm going to do that. And I didn't manage it. Shit. So we got a problem now. Okay. And the saloon girl will now scavenge. Ah, cool. 2 cards. Very good. Okay, let's see what we got. That's Darkstone Rock once again. Very good. No, wait a second. That was the loot deck. That was the wrong deck. So here we go with the scavenge deck. And that says simply nothing here. The room appears to have nothing of value. 10 experience points and a hideous discovery. 10 experience points. Poking around in the shadows, you see something that chills you to the bone. You quickly return to the group, refusing to speak of what you found. Take 3 horror hits, lose 2 sanity for each horror hit failed. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we lose actually 2 sanity. But okay, she's doing pretty well. And it gives her 20 experience points. And it's again the Bandito. And he's got a nice 6. So he moves here and checks out the next room tile. Let's see what we got. That's cross passage. Problem is we don't have an exploration token here. So that was not great, but the Saloon Girl can heal the Gunslinger. So that's again 10 experience points for the Saloon Girl. And then we got to do another depth track roll. We need an 8. Oh gosh! Damn it. Oh, by the way, this is here now, and we have to draw another one of these come on, darkness cards. And that's again the power of the void. So again, +1 combat. So the Gunslinger will move. Oh man. Well, that would give him another grid. I wonder if I can roll now a second time. Because usually if you get a grid, you are allowed to roll again, or to add a d6 to your movement. So let's see what the rules say here. Hero attack, searching, darkness, caves. Well, I gotta check it. Well, it says here if a hero is already at their max grid, they may immediately use the new grid on the spot, usually to add an extra d6 to their movement. Okay, so I think that should be possible then. So we got a 2, and then we can roll again. So that's a 7, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to explore the next room right away, because we got to hurry up here. So let's draw the next map tile. Oh, come on. That's a short passage. Okay, so actually I'm thinking about... Okay, the first thing we got to do is we got to move here with our posse marker. And then I'm thinking about trying to take another exit here. So it's the Saloon Girl now. And she's a little bit behind actually. And okay, the Gunslinger is now on both spaces, so he's also still in that space, so that means that the lantern also covers that space. If he would have been one step further, then she would be in trouble, I guess. But let's see now. Well, that is a 3 that allows her to move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she can scavenge this tile. And she didn't make it. And now it's the Bandito. And that is a 4, which is good. So he can actually now explore this one down here. 1, 2, 3. And we'll see what we find there. Okay, that is the cryo chamber. What does that mean? Ah, that's an interior, whatever that means. Kind of weird. Okay. Huh. I have no idea what that interior means. Maybe that's for future rules or something. Okay, let's find that. Let's find that thing. Okay, well that looks actually pretty amazing. Cryo tanks here. That's probably something this guy hasn't seen before in his life. And I think we can place an exit marker here, or a dead end marker here. I'm pretty sure we won't go back here. And let's draw an exploration token. And yeah, because it was the Bandito's move, we can flip it right away. And that's cool. That's, well, it's not that great, but at least we found our first clue token. Problem is that this one is also moving. That sucks. That's a problem, actually. So, and that means that we have to draw our second growing dread card. And we will see an encounter. So let's draw a card here. That's the Ancient Pylon. You are faced with a monolithic stone pylon that begins to burn, to what? To hum as you approach. That's normal, right? So a hero, and I think we can actually choose which one. These mind worms go away, by the way. Yeah, I think we can choose which hero. I want to check that. Yeah, we can choose one. He's got to do a lore 5 or an agility 6 test. So we're all not that great in lore. She's pretty good in agility. Let's see what we got here. Actually, long time ago I've written I've written the odds. It's a little weird, but okay, so a lore 5 test. Okay, let's see. Our best lore is 3. And we need 2 numbers, so about 70% that we make it. Agility 6. That's this one. Yeah, that would be only about 52%. So we're going to do this lore test, of course. And this is... well, the Bandito then will do it. Let's hope for the best. And he may... oh, who cares about odds if you roll like this? If successful, you use your knowledge of the ancient systems or your speed to dodge the lasers. Well, I used my knowledge. To get close enough to shut it down, gain 50 experience points, and the way forward is clear. Okay, all forward exits from this room are blocked. No, that's actually the next... That happens if you don't make it. Well, that's pretty awesome. 50 experience points for him. Very cool. So, let's start the next turn. It's again the gunslinger, but first we got to do our depth roll. And we need an 8 or more. Come on. Yes, finally. Oh, gosh, it's a double. Let's see how bad it is. Yeah, here we go. Oh, this is now the Targa Plateau depth events. Okay, let's see. We got Echoes of Death. For a moment, ghostly figures of a long-dead race can be seen moving through the halls. As you look on in disbelief, one of them stops and looks back at you. One random hero in the Targa Plateau immediately takes 2d6 horror hits. Ooh. Well, that's pretty tough. Okay, let's see. Let's see which one it will be. Let's hope for the gunslinger. He seems to be most stable right now. Okay, that is the gunslinger. Okay, so he's got a willpower of 4. And let's see how much horror hits he will take. 10. Well, that's a lot. Okay, let me see. We got 4, 5. There should be another dice somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so we need a... let me see. Okay, we're pretty sure not gonna go crazy, simply because we have a grid and we're basically we have 10 left. So we need a 4 or more. Let's see. Well, that was okay, I guess. And I think about using a grid. So we have now 4 successes. So I guess I'm going to use a grid and reroll the other 6. Yeah, that was fine. Okay, awesome. So I only take 2 sanity loss. That was good. Yeah, fine. Okay. And then the gunslinger will move on. Try to explore the next room. So that is a 3. And he could now move 1, 2, 3. That's not good enough. So I think he will actually move here. 1, 2, 3. And now we got to turn this whole thing around and let's see. Okay, so it looks now like this, and the gunslinger may now draw another map tile. Okay, that is the engineering chamber. That's again in interior. I want to check the adventure book if I find something about these interior rooms. I couldn't find anything about that. It would make sense, for example, to say, okay, that these frigid snow has no effect as long as you're inside. That would be kind of cool. But, I mean, I could simply do this as a house rule. It makes definitely sense, you know. But it's no official thing, so I might do it. I think I'm going to do this as a house rule. Makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, let's draw an encounter here. Let's see. And, well, it's the saloon girl now. Ah, great. That's another 1. So she takes another wound here. And she can actually roll another one because she already has 2 grit. Yeah, great, at 2. Okay, so that allows her all together at least to move 4 spaces. And I think I'm going to orientate myself in this direction here. 1, 2. Well, on the other hand, 1, 2, 3, maybe just 3 spaces. So the bandito might come closer here, and we might be able to heal. Maybe I should only go here, actually. Yeah, I think I will do it like this. And then the bandito can move there and heal a little bit of his sanity. Okay, well, and it's the bandito then. Oh, great. So that's kind of interesting now. I mean, he's standing outside and inside, so I guess it's still cold if you're standing there in the middle, so he takes another wound here. And then he gets a grit. And he can move 1 space. Not that great. So let's explore this one here now. Yeah, that's cool. So this is now our second... that's our second clue token. So we're going to see the big finale now, I guess. Actually, I should have scavenged this area here. I forgot that. That sucked a little bit, but okay. So we found that clue token, and there is a gate And I'm going to place that gate there, although it's not. All gates lead to the Targa Plateau. That's a rule here. So even if there's a gate on the Targa Plateau, you will end up basically on the entrance, I guess. That's how I understand it. Which is interesting because, let's say we had a fight, we could actually move through that gate and then actually come out at the entrance again. So I have to reconstruct that entrance then, which I moved away because I thought I would not need it anymore. Okay, so let's see where that gate appears, and that gate goes here. Yeah. So we have a gate. Well, wait a second. Actually, I think in the last room you can ignore all doors and gates. I gotta check that. Okay, so let's see what happens. We have to first... This is actually now objective room. And there are no exits at the objective room, so I place these dead ends here. And then we got to reveal the growing dread cards, and we got here dread. You shudder to think of what lay before you. Move the darkness step one step forward on the depth track. Okay, now what we could do is we could actually spend each a grid to prevent that from happening. I'm not sure if I want to do that actually. On the other hand, I mean there's not much time left, so maybe that is worth it. That's a pretty bad card. So then we would be here, and there would be only 4 turns left to kill the last enemy. So I guess it might be worth it, although it is really painful to do that. Grid is very valuable now at the end of the game. But still, I think, I mean, time is also valuable. It's hard to say. It really is. That's a tough decision. That's really a tough decision. I mean, okay, it's not that hard to get grid here on the Targa Plateau. If I roll a 1 or 2, I will gain grid. So I guess I'm gonna throw away. Each hero is gonna throw away a grid. Maybe she will actually throw away 2. I don't know, actually. It's hard to say. I mean, overall we have to pay 3, because with 3 players, but we can decide which way we want to do that. Maybe it's better if he keeps the grid. For some reason I got a feeling that I don't know, man, I don't know. Okay, well, he throws it away too. Okay, so that buys us a little bit of time. Let's see what the next card is. That is a Void Surge. The dark stone you are carrying glows brightly as it burns to the touch with an eldritch fire. All heroes immediately take 1 corruption hits for each dark stone they are carrying, including dark stone items. Whew, that's also not that great, especially because this guy already has 4 corruption hits. So that means that he takes 1 because he carries 1 dark stone. So let's see what happens. Okay, he's in trouble now. That means this guy will take a mutation, because that would give him the 5th corruption, and that means that all corruption points are now discarded, and he takes a mutation instead. Okay, so now that is actually pretty awesome. There are lots of mutations. That's gonna be fun, I hope. And that means what happens is we roll now 2 dice, and this dice indicates the first number, the 10th if you want it, and this die indicates the second number. So let's roll. Okay, that is a 36, and I think that is not that great. So that says Void Plague. Any hero adjacent to you at the end of a turn automatically takes D3 wounds, ignoring defense. Okay, so that's pretty tough. It's the Gunslinger. So we got to write that down. Okay, and now it's the Saloon Girl. So she takes 4 corruption hits. This is only to indicate that, oh, that's an interesting question. That's a Darkstone item. So I guess this is this Darkstone thing that she has from the saloon. The Darkstone Shift. So I guess that will also be an item. So overall that's 5 hits. Okay, let's see if you can prevent those. Okay, she takes 2 corruption. Pretty sure we're going to see a mutation on her at the end of the turn 2 of the adventure. And finally it's him. Well, he only has 1. But he has this thing, the deflection field. So he has actually 2. Okay, that wasn't successful, so he also takes 2 corruption points. Okay. So these were now these two growing dread cards. They were both pretty bad, actually. And, well, then we have to fight an epic threat. Let's see what that is. This is, great, a Harbinger and 1 threat card. So we have to draw a threat card from the from this Otherworld threat track, and I'm going to roll here because there are only 5. Okay, that's a 3rd one. So let's see what that is. Okay, these are Targa pylons. Ancient alien pylons carved from stone and powered by the pure energy of its dark stone core. So the miniatures for that, they will come later. Let's see how many. Oh, I see 2 Targa pylons. That's what we have here. I guess these suckers will not move, which is definitely an advantage, I would say. Okay, so here we are now. These are our pylons. They don't look very spectacular, but well, this guy definitely is. I mean, that is an amazing miniature, although we can actually, to call that a miniature is, looks just great. So big, it's just, look at that. I mean, that's really big, you know. And if you go closer, you see some problems that I had when gluing this. You see these little spaces in between here, over there. But overall it's good, and it looks definitely great. Okay, so let's find the sheets for these things. So these are the pylons. They have an initiative of 4. And this is the Harbinger. Yeah, okay. So they both have an initiative of 4. I gotta check now how exactly that works. Which one is placed first? Okay, so because they both have the same initiative, I think what I'm going... I'm not absolutely sure how to place these suckers. We could, for example, say we place them randomly. We determine the order randomly in which they are placed. We could also say the one that's moving, that has the higher movement, in this case the Harbinger, is placed in front of the others. Maybe that makes some kind of sense, I guess. So I think I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to place these towers first. So the first one goes here, and the second one is then placed here. And then we're going to place that Harbinger right here in the middle. That looks pretty amazing, although these towers look absolutely ridiculous now. But anyway, I mean, this is finally an enemy, huh? Yeah, that's the size of this guy compared to this poor soul here. Okay. And I think, again, this is now time to load this up. I guess this whole thing is far too long now. Maybe I'm going to split it. I don't know yet. Got to check how long it is. And we're going to see the fight in the next turn then. Bye.